weather is extremely hot right now. Down here, I be sweating. So if you're currently asking yourself, how do I stay fresh while sweating? Or how do I smell good even when I'm sweating? This video is for you. When you walk past me, I'm like, and my brain cannot remember how good looking you were because you were stinking. Anything that your mother told you to do when you were a child, right? You're like, oh my gosh, she's doing too much, do it. And then people ask, oh, how's that you always smell so nice? These are the things we do. You can agree with me on this, that it is really hot right now. I live in Lagos, Nigeria, and typically we don't be having spring, summer, autumn, and all of that weather stuff. We just have rainy season and dry season. And right now, from what I was taught in school, if I didn't skip class that day, I remember that around this time it is supposed to be rainy season, and indeed it has been raining, but the weather is extremely hot right now. But given that we cannot really control the weather, what we can control, we are going to work on it and talk about it in today's video. So feel free to come back and watch this video as many times as you can. If you enjoyed any part or bit of this video, do give me a big fat do give me a very big fat thumbs up. It does help with putting these videos out there. And if you're yet to subscribe, hi, my name is Goodness, and I would love to see you again and again in our next video. It is with Jesus joy in my heart. I'm going to talk to you about how to work with this hot weather. So if you're a girl or you're a guy and you perspire, and that's not a bad thing because we all perspire, we all sweat. It just has different levels, and we're all on that spectrum. Just that we have different points on that spectrum. So no shame to you if you really perspire. Someone like me, I don't really perspire, sweat on my face. I just produce my oils, but down here, I be sweating. So if you know someone that does sweat a lot, you might want to like share this video with them, because I'm about to share some real tea that might help the next person, so that when you go out, you don't be doing just send them this video, okay? So if you're currently asking yourself, how do I stay fresh while sweating? How to stay fresh when I sweat a lot? Or what do I do when I'm always sweating? Or how do I stay fresh all day in a hot weather, in a hot environment? Or how do I smell good even when I'm sweating? Hot weather hygiene tips. This video is for you. We are going to talking all about that. I'm going to share you some product recommendations that you can use to sort out all of these challenges that we are going to be talking about. Because while we're out in the street and I'm seeing a very beautiful girl, handsome, dashing young man, and when you walk past me, I'm like, and my brain cannot remember how good looking you were because you were stinking. Yeah, the weather is hot, but does not mean you should destroy my nostrils. Get yourself an antibacterial soap. I know right now in this past 10 years, 8 years, we've all been introduced to body washes, but trust me, anything that your mother told you to do when you were a child, right? You're like, oh my gosh, she's doing too much, do it. And it definitely will work. All those antibacterial soaps that they're giving us to boarding school, that they're telling us to use in the morning, afternoon, night, go and buy them, because there's a reason why they are still in the market. There's a reason why they're still selling market today. So please, do not be so caught up with, okay, I want to be trending, I want to buy what other people buy. If you know you sweat a lot, my love, you need to get yourself an antibacterial soap. And not to worry, as we go on in this video, I am going to mention some recommendations for this certain product so that you know exactly to buy. For antibacterial, for top of my head right now, all I can think about is Dettol. Like, I grew up watching, so if you're black, if you're African, if you live amongst African people, you know that we don't joke our Dettol antiseptic, our Dettol bar soap. I still remember from boarding school, them teaching us to put a little bit of antiseptic with the cap of the packaging into your water, and then it has a small chemical reaction that just makes it go, ooh. And let me show you the actual routine, the shower routine that works. You gotta start with the antibacterial soap first, okay? Because the reason why it's named antibacterial, because it gets into the bacteria. And I don't know, but I'm a little bit of a science student, so I'm going to share my degree right now, okay? Because my father's money for school fees cannot come and waste, okay? So the reason why you want to start with an antibacterial is because bacteria is what makes you stink, okay? That's what makes you stink. We all sweat, but when you have bacteria now works with the sweat like a propeller, and then that's why you cannot get yourself a boyfriend. I'm sorry, but that's not the reason why. I mean, it won't be a bad behavior. But that is what that makes you stench. So the bacteria working with the sweat is what combines to now start giving you that body odor. So if you go in straight with the body washes, they might tackle it, but not as strong as something that was produced to fight the bacteria itself. Use the antibacterial soap to kill the bacteria, and then when you're done with that, you can then now top it off with your body washes. We all love Dr. Teal's, we all love Olay. There are a lot of them in spa supermarket right now. I am literally seeing the aisle in spa where they have all the body washes. Okay, there are a lot of them, but you want to start with the antibacterial soap. Another thing that caught my attention was that I realized that some of us are not skipping perfumes and not skipping fragrances. And the excuse is that it is too hot to be wearing such. And I'm like, how your master be proud of you at this point? Because what do you mean it is too hot to be wearing fragrances? Like, make it make sense. You do not want to skip on those guys. They were invented, produced for moments like this. We tend to produce much more foul odor when we are hot and sweaty than we tend to produce in the cold seasons when the weather is cold, because your body is not producing much heat as it will produce in the hot summer seasons. So please, I know the economy is tough, but you do not want to make our noses fall off our faces with your stench. Use your perfumes. You have a couple of them. Have one that it's in your car. Have one in your backpack. Have one at home. So if you're like me, I want to know what I do. I have like a couple at home, and I'm a perfume addict, okay? Like, just I'm gone in that area. So I have like a couple layers at home, and then I have a small one or two in my bag. I think I even have one here. Something like this. Those are very small, cute stuff like this. I put it in my bag. The one I took out today is still in my bag. I cannot afford to be smelling. And then people ask, oh, how's that you always smell so nice? These are the reasons. These are the things we do that, like, I don't know, but I'm just like, I cannot, like, it is one thing that I feel like if I hear about myself, call me anything you want to call me, but if I ever hear that goodness was called smelling or I was having a foul stench, I would bawl out my eyes, because that is the worst. I don't know why, but like, that's the worst form of insult you can ever give to me, that I'm smelling. I will cry. So to avoid such conversations about me, call me anything, but you know that I don't smell. I might have bad behavior, but I know that I don't smell. You can never catch me smelling, never. And you don't need to buy the most expensive ones. Like I said, all those very small, budget friendly ones. Okay, just do your research. Okay, you have cloud, you have AI. Use them for good things rather than your love life. So in addition to having or adding fragrances to your routine, to your body, money routine, and all what have you, you also want to add body oils into your skincare routine, full body routine as you go along the day. And another tip for a long-lasting scent is to apply it when your body is still a bit damp. So you know that moment when you go from you're in the shower, you leave the shower, and you want to like dry up your body with your towel. Do not dry it up completely, okay? Don't rub as if you want to eliminate all the tiny drops of water you had on your body. Just damp yourself a little bit. Let your body still have a little bit of water in it, and then you apply your body oils, my dear. First and foremost, what it will do for you is that your body oils will last longer, because the oils will now dry into your skin. So like when you tell us to apply our body lotion when our body is still a little bit damp, or apply our serums and our skincare for our faces when our face is still a little bit damp, because then it gets to dry with the water that's drying on your face. So one, it helps the oils to leave a lasting longer smell, like a good scent on you. And two, your body will end up looking and feeling moisturized. So if someone that has a dry skin, yeah, easy wants to get to best girl, and that is absolutely that tea. And then a little small bottle like this, you can have like one or two, and they are very affordable. I noticed because when I was younger, you may buy them for about maybe 2K, 3K naira, not 2K dollars, because I don't know who that's affordable for. Because I know that I be seeing them at like bus stops on the road, like they be a lot. So have one or two in your bag, and then when you go to the bathroom in public, or your skin's feeling a little bit dry, just rub them on your body, and it just makes the whole difference. So you have to just apply it on your damn skin so that one, it locks in your moisture. Your skin is gonna look dry and crusty and bussy as the day goes by, and because of it has dried in with the water, it's not gonna leave you with that greasy feeling. No, I know most of us, we don't like to apply those oils because of when we sit in public and wherever we see, we leave like digital prints of our body was here. So in addition to also getting body oils, you want to get yourself in shower moisturizers. If you're someone out there that your actual reason for not applying lotion when the weather is hot like this is because applying lotion makes you sweat even much more than even when you do not apply lotion. If you're that girl, if you're that guy, I am holding your hand because I am that kind of person, and I tend to run away from lotions as well until I discovered in shower moisturizers. We have these moisturizers that like in lotion form, but they are to be applied on your skin whilst you are still in the bathroom, while you are still in the shower. So you apply them like you're applying your lotion and your body creams, but the only difference with this is that you are going to have to rinse them off your body. This now caters to you not feeling all sweaty because of the lotion you applied, but because of it's an in-shower moisturizer, it locks in that moisture, and then water not coming off on top of that moisture that you've gotten on your skin with that moisturizer, it now dries with it. And so your skin will feel moisturized, you'll be having that little scent, that floral scent, and yet you will not still be sweating because you've rinsed it off. Another thing that's going to help us with this hot weather is drinking water. As you can see, I'm filming, I have AC on, but I still have myself a bottle of chilled water. It doesn't even have to even be chilled, it can be room temperature, but water just helps to cool you down. I don't know about you, but like once I take like hot tea, and even though I was not feeling hot before, like externally, once I ingest that hot tea, I start feeling hot externally. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about. So when you take something that is a bit chilled and like cool, it doesn't really have to be ice like this, but it does help to reduce the heat that you feel externally. So you can start with that. So just start with get yourself a bottle of water to drink. Another thing that can really help in this hot weather is getting yourself some wipes. And I strongly recommend baby wipes. That feel like a commercial. I will help it. I recommend baby wipes. They're very good. They are friendly. Like people hardly ever react to this, guys. So you can get yourself some baby wipes or some feminine wipes. Just have, doesn't have to be this gigantic. Have some like little packet that can stay in my bag and my purses. So have some wipes that can just help you clean up as the day goes by, or if you're sweating on your face, or you just feel like you're feeling a little bit down there, okay? Because that place, there's more tendency for it to stink because there's no outlet. And God help you if you wear pants from Sunday to Sunday, there's no breeze, and then from your thick thighs to your hips, of course heat's going to be generated, and with the bacteria that is naturally being produced there by God, it's going to be smelling, okay? So you want to get yourself some wipes, feminine wipes. If you react to some feminine wipes, get yourself some actual regular schmegular baby wipes. When you go to the bathroom, whether it's number 1 or number 2, because some people be like, oh, I didn't know number 2, why do I need to go in with the wipes? Girl, just think about how stinky accumulated urine smells like. No, I'm going to give you 2 seconds. Just think about it. That is how your organ is going to start smelling like if you don't go in with your wipes. And if you don't have wipes, maybe it's too pricey for you. When you go and do it at number 1 or number 2, wash with soap and water. And for the soap, I mean the back door, the kitchen door, the fire exits. What other name can I call it at this point? Because you don't want to be digging the main entrance with soap, because then if you use antibacterial to clean that place, the inside area, not the outside part, then you're going to be destroying what God kept there originally to fight germs and all that stuff. That's a different video for another different day, which I don't really have the ecosystem for. So you want to get some soap and water and wash up every time you go to the bathroom. So you want to, when you can, avoid wearing tight clothing around that area. This is for guys and girls, okay? So wash up whenever you can. If you're a guy, don't say, oh, I don't have a feminine part, I don't know wash with soap and water. Wash up with soap and water, because y'all have organs down there too as well. Okay? Another thing that we need to also add to fight this hot weather and sweaty situation is to have deodorant, antiperspirant. I know people that are like, oh, they wear perfumes, but they don't really be having deodorants, antiperspirants, roll-ons. What can I call it? Because I love a very good roll-on, a very good deodorant that can help me stop sweaty piece. I feel like for me that's like an ache. I don't know about you, but like I don't like feeling moisture in my pit. It just aches me out. So use your AI, research on all the product that can use, all your deodorant. They don't have to be super duper expensive. I know Nivea used to have some really good ones. The one I currently have was not bought here in Lagos, Nigeria, but I think I can get the name. I'm looking at my stash and I can't really see because I wear glasses. But I'll try and find them and put it below in the description for us. But we can get like very good one. Now there's Rexona, there's Nivea, there's Dove. If you're ever confused, go for Dove. Trust me, I've known Dove since I was a little girl, and since I was born, and now I am getting old. Dove, Dettol, those guys, they've always been in the market for a while. So if you're ever in doubt, trust those guys. Okay, so this video is so not gonna be complete if, as a beauty makeup girly, I did not talk about my beauty makeup tips, okay? Because if you're like me and you wear makeup, you also would have to struggle with keeping your makeup together in these very hot environment situations, okay? So, but if you don't know makeup, you can I have chapters, so you can just skip to the next day. But if you're my makeup girly, you want to stay behind and get these tips for yourself. Okay, so like I said earlier, I stepped out. I have been out since 9 a.m. and it's currently 19:05. So I have been out for a while now, and this is the makeup I had on since morning. So when I tell you I know what I'm talking about, I know what I am talking about. And bear in mind that I haven't touched up, and there's evidence because you can see my oil speaking through my cheekbones here, and that is my natural glow. Okay, first things first is that you want to get yourself a sweat proof makeup routine. I know for a fact, tip of my head right now, that I've done one. It could be more than one, but right now I know of one video that I've done here on the same channel. I'm going to link it up here and also leave it somewhere in the comments so that you can go watch it. And bear in mind, all the products I use, majority of them would be products that I purchased here in Nigeria. So if you're in Nigeria, you can buy them, or if you really love them, you can also ship them from Nigeria somewhere else, or you can also do your research. I mean, use your internet for good for once in your life, okay? You want to start with a matte SPF moisturizer. I don't know a lot of people start with this stage, but you want to start with a matte SPF moisturizer because that will go along, because one, it will be giving you SPF, and two, to moisturizing your face. And given that it's matte, it will help to lock in, not too much, okay? Lock in just a little bit, the right amount of moisture, and keep your face matte. The next step is you want to get yourself a mattifying primer. For today's look, I did use the CPD, the Bang Grip CPD. This is the CPD primer. When I was told that this could be a dupe for the Hydro Milk primer, and I can bet on my soul that this guy has not failed me. Let me even see if it's expired. Oh, it's expiring in September. Okay. I think my actually be able to run through this first number comes. And I use this and I use this for my T-zone. This is the Omari Code Matte O'Clock primer. They are both mattifying primer. I know this one should be like a hydro primer. This is not primarily a mattifying primer. That just helps to like keep things together. But the Omari Code is, like you said, a Matte O'Clock. It is a proper mattifying primer that I know that I love other ones there, but that ones that right now I can swear by. We also have Elf. There's Elf. Like I said, you have the Hydro Milk primer. Those ones are very good. You also do your research out there, okay? So in addition to having a matte primer, you can also get yourself a matte foundation. NARS is what I would recommend for you. But what I used today was the Nuban Beauty. I use the Nuban Beauty in my skin foundation. This is what I have on right now. It's a medium coverage foundation. For concealer, you can really work around your concealer. Just ensure that you blend them properly. I also want to get yourself a very good setting powder. The ones I can swear by are for my Nigerian girls, the Nuban Beauty. Yeah, there we have it. The Nuban Beauty. Oh my God, it's broken. I must have broken it today, but this is Nuban Beauty Oil Control Setting Powder. It is oil control for a reason. Okay, so when it comes to this makeup product, I'm going to grab my iPad here to actually read through it so that I don't recommend nonsense for you. So when it comes to the matte primers, the oil control and grip primers. For those abroad, we have the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Mattifying Primer. You might want to like take notes of this, guys. We have the Makeup Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. We have the Benefit Cosmetics Professional Matte Primer. I'm going to leave these guys as well in the description box, so in case you missed it, can check them out below. Okay, we also have the Smashbox Photo Finish Oil and Shine Control. So basically, you want to look for products that have ingredients such as silica or clay. Those are the guys that actually absorb your oils and not just give you makeup for like 2 minutes and then when you step out, everything starts. So for my girls in Nigeria, in addition to the CPD Champion Creations Bank Grip Hydro Primer, we also do have the Zaron Cosmetics Oil Control Primer. If I see anyone else aside from this one that I've mentioned, I'll also do it to leave them below in the comment or in the description as well. So for the mouth foundations, these are sweat resistant queens that we have out there. We have the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. We have the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation. We have the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation and the Huda Beauty Fox Filter Matte Foundation. For those in Nigeria, like I said, we have the Nuban Beauty In My Skin Foundation that I use. I can also use Zaron Cosmetics Healthy Glow Foundation. It's a beautiful matte foundation, so that's also going to work well for you if you're a beginner. For my setting powders to lock in that foundation and to give you that blurring effect that you love to get, we have the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, of course. We also have the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. She's that girl. We have the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. So for my locals, like I said, I have the Nuban Beauty. There's also a brand, Mirac, from Laifa. From Laifa, we have Mirac. We have Nuban Beauty. I don't know if they're still producing Mirac Cosmetics, but I'll do my research and add them below for you guys, like I said. For my touch-up girlies, as the day goes by, I want to touch up in case, which you should be doing because we cannot absolutely get rid of our oils, but we want to control them so makeup does not come back home before we get back home. Okay, so for our touch-up powders, the ones that we need to have in our handbags and our purses, we have the Fenty Beauty Invismart Blotting Powder. We also have the MAC Cosmetics Blot Powder. Okay, so for my locals, you can have Nuban Beauty Pressed Powder, and we have the Zaron Cosmetics Oil Control Compact Powder. For matte setting spray, you don't want to do all of that hard work and then you want to we're using the wrong setting spray. For my matte setting sprays, you have the one size until dawn. There's a reason why it is until dawn setting spray. We have the all-nighter setting spray. You can also do research on TikTok because the girls be sharing some tips on TikTok as well. For my girls in Nigeria, I know we know about this So Pro Cosmetics. When it comes to lock proofing, your makeup will not shift, will not break. So I'm going to just close this guy up so that I can get back to speaking from my mind. Okay, so this next one is one that I feel like it's supposed to be a no-brainer, but somewhere, somehow, we still tend to forget or skip this step, getting yourself a hand fan. It could be as traditional and conventional like Avatar Kyoshi's own, or you can get yourself these trendy, cute digital electronic fans. Like they are literally everywhere. You can have 1, 2, 3, as many as you can, and they do come in different sizes. Get yourself this kind of fans because they go a long way, whether you're a makeup girly or not a makeup girly, or even if you're a guy, you cannot afford not to have a fan when you're someone that tends to perspire a lot. Get yourself a fan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you think you can lay your hands on. And speaking of the things that I feel like I should not be mentioning, showering as multiple times as you can. Some people can only do 2 a day, and that's fine. But if you're someone that you know that your perspiration rates on that spectrum that I spoke about, you are on the high side, there is no reason why you should not be showering at least more than twice a day. There's no reason, because once you go in multiple times with your antibacterial soap and all those things I spoke about, first of all, you'll feel much more refreshed. Second of all, you will quickly get rid of those odor and smells that would tend you to start having a permanent BU. So with Jesus Joy and a no-brainers mindset, you should be showering as multiple times. Don't say, okay, the economy is tough. I know economy is tough, but body odor will cost you a lot more than the economy is costing you. So get yourself into the bathroom. No matter how little the water and soap is, wash your body parts, and especially target areas that tend to fold: your elbows, behind your ear, the back of your neck, back of your knee. Now all those areas that we tend to skip, in between your fingers, in between your toes, this side of your nose. My makeup girls, I know sometimes we tend to forget that this side of our nose used to accumulate products, skincare, your belly button. I don't know why that just dropped, but I know that someone has not watched that belly button since last year, January. Yeah, I said it. So you want to ensure that you shower as multiple times as you can, and trust me, you will see and feel the difference. You're like, okay, with all of these things that Agnes has told me, there's absolutely no way that I'm gonna be sweating. Baby girl, baby boy, baby man, baby woman, you will still sweat. This video is not supposed to terminate your sweat glands, because they are there for a purpose. You will still sweat, but you will, at least when you're sweating, you will not smell like crazy. Some people still sweat, but yet even in their sweating situation, they still smell nice. That is the point. That is the place, that's the position that you want to get to. That okay, even though you can be sweating, it still kind of looks and feels like it's glow, because there's no stench coming with it. So that is the takeaway that you should take from this video, and feel free to come back again and again and again and again to pick up any of the tips that I have shared in this video, because we are going to have hot seasons, especially if you are living in part of this world. It's a humid country. Hot environment, hot weather is something that we cannot tend to escape. If you're a makeup girly, I need to go take out this makeup right now, because I've had this makeup since 9, like I said, and right now it's currently 9:35. I've had this makeup for almost the entire day, if not the entire day right now, and you can see that even though you can see my oils, my makeup is not breaking. So watch this video right now to learn how to do a sweat proof makeup, so that you can go for that concert and go for that event, go for that baby shower, and not have your makeup dripping. So I'm gonna see you in that video.